So I'm Holly Godsey. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm a little bit of an anomaly in this department in that I don't currently do research, but I did at one point in time, and so that's why I'm here. When I started here, I came from the University of Michigan, where I had done a lot of work on lacustrine barbed sediments to learn about the paleoclimatology of the region. Here, when I came to the University of Utah, I was working with Marge Chan and Paul Jewell, and we started a project that had two interesting components, looking at Lake Bonneville. We looked at a lot of the shorelines of Lake Bonneville, and also went out and looked at the deep lake sediments there to determine the geochronology of the different lake levels of the shoreline in order to tie that back to climate. This is a closed basin lake. It's a really great indicator of how climate was changing over the last 15,000 years. But the second component of that was researching ways that we could actually preserve these Lake Bonneville special features. That's a sketch by G.K. Gilbert, who Paul Jewell showed a picture of last week. He was a geologist in the 1800s who came out and spent a lot of time in Utah and loved these features. So my second hat is now Director of Student Success and Teacher Development at the Center for Science and Math Education. In my role there, I do just about everything concerning science except for maybe science itself. So I work with students, I work with teachers, I work with the community, and now I'm working with the administration. And so I say we now, because it's not just me, it's a team of people. What we do over there is we develop courses such as a science communication course and a course in scientific inquiry. We have a learning assistance program, which is a little bit like TAs for undergraduates. We have an internship program. We have a new STEM degree that is for transfer students. We're working on an undergraduate research initiative over there. Many of you have been involved in the Masters of Science for Secondary School Teachers programs. That is something that we're very involved with. This is a picture of our latest cohort of Earth Science teachers, which we're very excited about. They're out at Antelope Island. And more. Finally, what I'm doing right now is I am a faculty fellow for the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dan Reed, and I am coordinating this Educational Futures Task Force. The job of that task force is to figure out how to accommodate growth in the student body to about 40,000 students, because we know it's coming, whether we're ready for it or not. We have a task force of about 70 different people in 6 working groups that are looking at all of these different areas of how to deal with that kind of growth. And that information is feeding back into the academic affairs arm of the entire University of Utah strategy refresh. And so I've kind of gone from looking at sort of very detailed scientific things to thinking about science more broadly, and now I'm kind of looking at the educational experience as a whole.